I emailed all 8 Ivy League universities as a prospective international transfer student, and they all said yes. This video has been requested for almost over a year, and I'm finally making it. Whether you're in India or in any other country, you can transfer to a US-based university as a transfer student. And in this video, we're gonna go over the requirements, the details, because that's something that kind of varies a little bit from university to university. So what I want to show you in this video is how you can for yourself, make that list, how you can find the eligibility and the requirements, and we'll go over some common requirements so that you have your profile all ready to go for that transfer applications. Let's get into it. And I'm not gonna lie, it's not a straightforward process. It's not super easy, so don't think that, just because you want to, you'll get that transfer application approved. But before we get into those details, let's talk about some valid reasons that you can use to transfer into this university. Now, I put a lot of effort into this video, guys, so I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe and hit that like button so that I can stay motivated to make more videos just like this one. Now, a lot of students want to go through the entire transfer process, but it's really important that you stay ethical and really true to yourself. You should not be making up any of these reasons, and whatever reason you give for your transfer application needs to be genuine. But let's take an example. Let's say that I am in India as an undergrad student, first year biomedical engineering in SRM universities, and I feel like, maybe I just didn't like the city and the environment of the college, and therefore I'd like to transfer. Or another reason could be that midway I decided that, my education pathway would be better suited in the US opposed to India. That's a valid reason too. And another valid reason could be that I wanted to change my degree altogether. Instead of biomedical, I wanted to do computer science. Maybe I took a few courses in first year, and I wanted to find a university that's better suited for that new degree that I want to apply to. So these are genuine and valid reasons. And I'm not trying to give you guys any examples or templates. Like, this reason for the transfer needs to be something that's personal to you, but it needs to be valid, and you need to have it because there is a transfer application essay. Like, come on guys, did you really think the entire transfer application was going to happen without an essay? But I'm going to provide you guys with a free template later on in this video, so I got you guys. Keep watching. So this is how it's done. The first step, and this is one of the most crucial things when it comes to, the transfer application, is to actually find the university. Now, what I mean by this is every university has different requirements. So it's important that we go into Google and look at which university you're applying to so that we can understand the requirements of that specifically. So let's understand Cornell's requirements if I was applying for a transfer there, right? It's pretty straightforward as saying transfer application Cornell. And if you search that, you basically get Cornell's website, which is what you should be opening. Don't open any random third-party website. The only one you should be trusting, because this is how it'll stay up to date, is the actual university website. And when you open that, and you kind of scroll down, the thing that we're looking for is this precisely. So as you can see here, it says before you apply, make sure you review this checklist. So if we click on this checklist, it tells us everything you need to do as a transfer student, which means 1, you're going to be applying through Common App, and you need all of these things, which includes your academic reports, midterm reports, your writing supplements, which means essays, the fees associated with it, or a fee waiver. If you guys haven't watched my video, the other one, you know how to get the fee waiver. And all of your transcripts. So this is pretty much about it. Now, the important thing to consider here is you want to look to see if there are any requirements which say that you can only apply after first year or second year, because this is what I've noticed changes a lot in these colleges. Some colleges only let you transfer after your first year, and some colleges let you do it in first or second year. So that's what you want to see. From what we've learned up till now, step 2 is definitely going to be creating that Common App portal so that you can apply. This is going to be your basic application portal where you can apply to multiple universities. So if we look at step 2, and this is almost the same for every university, you will need to create an account on Common App. Some universities might have their own website which you can apply to, but Common App makes it easier so that you have your own dashboard. You can add multiple universities, and that's pretty much about it. So that's step 2 that we're talking about. So let's take a look at Common App and what you'll need to do as a transfer student. So when you go to the Common App portal, you'll see that you have 2 types of logins for first years and transfer students. You'll have to create an account for a transfer student, and I've already done that. So basically, if you log in, we'll do that right now. What it's going to ask you are just some general questions. So things like how many credits have you already earned? If you are in college and completed your first year, they want to know how much of that you've completed. Now, in most cases, you probably will not be able to apply for a transfer if you've only completed one semester. You have to complete at least 1 year of study. So that's important. For now, just, for namesake, we'll do 0 to 14. And they want to know your date of birth. So for me, it would be yes. I was born before January 1st, 1999. I have no idea why they're asking this. Which will you have earned an educational degree when you enroll at college to which you're applying? It would be probably no, because you're applying for a transfer. And what is your degree goal? So your bachelor's degree, graduate degree. So as you can see here, even if you're applying for a master's degree, you can still do it through Common App. They still have that option. And your military status, so this will probably be no for most international students. So now I have this window in front of me that shows me every single transfer university that I can apply to right now. So this is universities that are currently accepting transfer students. So as you can see, you have the deadlines, you have the application fee. There are so many universities that have a 0 application fee, and what city they're in, what country they're in. So all of those details you have right for now. So if we do like skip now, basically you come to your dashboard, which means that you have the option to fill out your personal information. This is just, regular information about yourself, your parents, where you live, stuff like that, your academic history. This will have things like your transcripts, so your 10th, 12th, and your undergrad mark sheets will be asked for in here, any supporting documentation, and any specific program materials. And to add a program, what they mean is if you want to add universities, you can do it through add a program. Again, it takes us back to that, list of universities. But if we go to my application and go to the supporting information, these are like more of like the essay-based questions that are asked, and we want to take a deep dive into this. It's a little more complicated. So this brings us to step 3 of that entire process. And this is a little more complicated, and it brings us to step 3 of the entire process. So step 3 are your supporting documents. And what this includes is basically your essays, your extracurricular activities, your resume, and all that stuff. I would say that in the application process, this is the part that you would spend the most time on. So the supporting documents in your transfer application can be divided into 3 parts. The first part is going to be your experiences. And this kind of includes like, your list of extracurricular activities. As you can see, they're asking for community service, volunteering, work experience, internship, all of that. So like one by one, you can add everything. The second one is going to be your achievements. Similar to if you were applying for any degree in the US, you have to write about your honors and achievements. So any sort of recognition that you've achieved. And the third part are your documents, which includes, your different college reports, midterm reports, your CVs, as well as your essays. Now, when it comes to the essays, this is one of the most important parts of your application, because here, earlier in this video, I spoke about how you need to be genuine and ethical about the reason that you're applying for the transfer. And this essay is your chance to explain exactly that. Why do you want to transfer to this university? And not to just like crap all over your old university and tell them that, you're sick of the environment and you don't like this university. No, it's not supposed to go that negative. It needs to be a little more positive as to like, what will you do if you transfer into this new university? How will that help you personally as well as academically to achieve the goals that you've set for yourself? So take it in that kind of like sense and draft that essay. Now, I know that this can be really complicated and a difficult process, which is why I got you guys, the Incognito Blueprints team, developed an awesome template with examples of transfer essays. And the first 100 people to use the link in the description can get this for free. That's right. Pause this video, go get it, because I'm pretty sure they're going to run out super quickly. नीचे लिख देंगे and please come back. Please. Now, once you have all of the things out of the way in your Common App portal, you'll notice that you have the option to submit your application for the different programs. And you can also check the status of each program. Obviously, since I haven't applied, there isn't anything here. And that's the thing I like about Common App. You can actually see the status of all of like the different applications you submitted all together without having to like log into different websites. So I feel like it's a pretty straightforward process. It doesn't cost you anything to create this portal and kind of explore and get the hang of it. So if you're thinking of applying as a transfer student, I would just say like create a Common App account and just look at all the requirements that they need, and then browse to the universities on Google to understand if you're eligible to apply, and then you can add them in Common App and you'll be able to see all of your requirements specifically for yourself. Now that we have all of like the good news and positivity like at its peak, I'm gonna bring you guys down with some bad news. Now, I know that a lot of you guys have a dream of applying to Ivy Leagues, and one of the best out there is Harvard. Now, Harvard had a 4.9% acceptance rate for first-year students this fall, and the transfer acceptance rate was 0.9%. Now, don't let this transfer acceptance rate demotivate you, because as you can imagine, the number of students that apply for a transfer are significantly less than first-year students, which means that Harvard or any other top university is going to select less students. The application acceptance rate of transfer students isn't in thousands. There are very few students who apply and only a handful get in. So be prepared for that. Don't let it demotivate you, and definitely spend time on it. It's not as straightforward as I want to transfer and I'll get in. You actually have to put some effort in those essays, which is one of the most important things. And if you're wondering, out of all of the 8 Ivy Leagues, which one accepts the most transfer students, it's Cornell University. So if I were you, I would apply to Cornell. So Incognito Blueprints has crossed just a little over 1 month since launch, and so many of you guys bought some products off of the website, including mentorship programs and templates. And there was a giveaway, and today we're gonna look at the giveaway winners. So I'm gonna put the 3 winners on the screen right now, and I'm gonna put on the screen what you guys have won. There was an Amazon gift card, a Dossier perfume, and the iPhone SE 2022 model. I'm gonna reach out to all of these 3 people in an email. You should receive an email from the Incognito Blueprints team to follow next steps on how you guys can claim your prizes. But thank you everyone for showing so much support, and everybody who snagged anything, whether it was like the free internship, master list, or a template, or the mentorship program. Just let me know in the comments below what you guys thought about it, because I'm so grateful that I'm able to provide these things to you guys and help you guys in your journey. And there's a lot more to come on the Incognito Blueprints platform. So that's pretty much all that I had for this video. I hope the transfer application process was somewhat understandable, and you guys kind of got a rough idea of what you need to do. If you have any questions regarding that, put them in the comments below. I'm gonna create this comments thread and this community to answer anything transfer application related, so that we can help each other out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Drop a like. There was so much information in this video. Like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.